everybody. Welcome to the Deep Engineers Podcast, episode 4. Let's go. We made it to 4 episodes. Never thought that would have happened. Had some
I'm
doubts.
surprised we even got this far.
Yeah, had some doubts. A lot of drama, which is what surprises me the most.
Be like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it's,
have
Smiley's back, by the way.
Back at it again. Yep.
Yes,
We have him as a guest host right now.
You know, the illegal immigrant coming back.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
What? I don't understand what made him illegal.
Sometimes
But
those are the best
Yeah,
immigrants,
I'm not, I'm not illegal.
Oh, that's what all the illegals
Sometimes
say.
those are the best ones.
Alright, so we're going to have a really weird topic today, right? It's not going to be normal. We won't have topics like this normally. Actually, unless you guys comment down if you guys want us to have more topics like this. But aliens. Chunky boy aliens. Do you guys think they're real?
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
100%. 100%.
What makes you think they're real?
Do you know how big
Well,
the
I
galaxy?
had an experience.
To the simple fact what Cam said, like the galaxy is just huge. You like not even.
I want to hear more about this. Smiley, you said you've had an experience. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Okay, so, when I was at my uncle's cottage, he has like this open lake property, and at night you can see the stars like super, super well. So, I was just chilling out there with my cousin, and I saw a satellite moving like, you know how they normally do in space. They're like pretty decently
Consistent
slow.
and, like,
Yeah,
streamlined?
they're consistent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
So they're not like moving like weirdly fast or anything.
Right. They're not like going in like random directions, like really quickly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I noticed this thing behind it, thinking it was like another satellite, because it was like in the sky. It was a lot further than what it actually is. So
Right. Okay.
this thing immediately caught up to it, and it did zigzags there, and it was all in a flash, and it like slowed down and sped up in really weird times.
And you like this was all like eyewitness, like you 100% saw
Eyewitness.
this?
Yeah, and it was me and my
Oh,
cousin.
okay.
Me, my cousin, and his girlfriend.
That's
And
actually...
it was such a clear night that you could see like the whole Milky Way. It was just crazy.
That's actually really interesting that you say it specifically like that. Like, you're sure it was like a flying saucer.
I don't know if
Or
it
like
was
a
saucer.
UFO.
Or
It was
kind
this-
a flying object.
It was this light object, like just this bright object. I couldn't really see a shape. It was just this
Okay.
weird object.
So
Yeah.
so basically a UFO. is
Yeah,
what we're getting at here.
Alright,
Okay,
so
okay.
I read this book, right, about this guy who actually did like research, like genuine research and stuff into this. And he said that
Okay.
that's exactly what they look like. Like those flying saucers, UFOs, whatever you feel like calling them, that's actually what they look
Really?
like.
It looked like a ball
Really?
of light, like a star almost. It literally looked like a satellite, just maybe a
Yeah,
little
they're-
thicker.
I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but there have been like I've like watched a few documentaries, and there's like lots of people are very sure that they like are very advanced. They can like go to light speed in an instant. They're
Yeah. So
like, so it would make sense.
Yeah,
then-
no, I witnessed it. It was crazy.
in the 1940s, there was apparently these aliens that went to a little tribe in Africa. Right? Nobody believed them, but the entire tribe had a consistent story of what they were saying. So that made people start to like think about this. An entire village was like, "Hey, we saw aliens, and we know they were aliens. They were actually aliens." Do you know how
Yeah.
hard that is to get an entire African tribe to do that?
Okay, true. Because like, how would they?
But
I mean, I don't know how like education works, but how would they know that they're even aliens?
what made it really interesting, though,
Just because they don't know, or what?
was the fact that all of them were told the exact same thing at once. And this was like 1940, so the nuclear bomb had been made. They were saying not to drop any.
Yeah.
They were
I've
specifically like,
heard of that.
do not drop any
I've heard-
nuclear bombs because it
I've heard
damages the
people
earth.
talk about that.
So what made it even more fascinating to me was the fact that during the Cold War, I don't remember who the president was, but he actually did say, "Hey, drop a nuke on Russia." He said that. And they did everything. They did the whole situation to drop a nuke on Russia. But the nuke didn't go. Something had disarmed it.
Mm.
And they don't know what. Obviously, there's an assumption aliens, but like that's just something really interesting to think about. So
Yeah,
something
what could have shut that off? That had to have been like an EMP, but were EMPs made then?
in 1940 or when was the Cold War?
1950 to 60s, and maybe 70s.
I thought that was the World War II.
No, World War II was 32 to 36, I believe, or 32 to
It
38.
was like late.
Cold
it
War was
late
1947.
Late 50s.
47.
And to think to yourself, oh, what else was I going to say? I had something else. Oh, yeah. So, and then in the 1980s, this French dude was just flying his jet. He's going, past the sound barrier. He's zooming.
I've heard this one. Yep.
This little UFO just circles around him. He just sees this little thing, and it's doing circles around him. This guy going 400 plus, and it's doing circles around him.
They're like Mach 2, like crazy speed.
My
Only
man-
fire jets could have only accomplished that on.
And he
what
fired
technology
at
we
it.
have.
Like, this man shot at it because he thought it was a threat.
Yeah, that's. If you're shooting at it, it has to be, like, you have to have seen something realistic enough to shoot at to see it
Yeah.
as a threat.
I mean, they have multiple like videos of just like of what Jane's talking about, like of a dude flying a jet and like or whatever army,
It was French.
navy or whatever who's flying, and they literally have videos of like on the jet. You know how like they have the radar and like the tracking and everything on that. They have videos of literally like this thing circling it, like literally doing fucking donuts around the jet.
Hmm.
Just like and nothing, no technology that we have or had at that moment could do circles around a jet going like Mach 2. It's just not possible.
Yeah.
And then there's a metal. There's actually, I don't remember what it was called. It's got a certain name. It's element something. It's an actual thing. And we don't know how it's made. We don't understand how it works. Because it can create its own gravitational pull.
Really a black hole, dog.
No, not at all. Like, it creates its own gravity, but like, it like can make the gravity around it move at the same time. It's really weird to describe. Pretty much, it can fly. It can fly without an engine. That's the best way to describe it.
Oh,
Okay.
so anti-gravity basically.
Oh yeah, anti-gravity. No, it has its own gravity.
Okay.
Welcome to the
That's
weird
crazy.
things. Like, just think about how weird that would be, though.
Just having like an engineless, like powerless thing,
And think about it. That's
or like
that,
something just
that could be
carry you
considered
around. I mean,
a natural source of energy.
Yeah.
true. Like they're trying to break atoms, like the sun, how it creates energy. That's if we could figure out how to do that, like split atoms and like the amount of energy we would release, we'd have energy
we-
forever, forever.
We have learned to split atoms. That's how we made the nuclear bomb.
No, that's how we made the atom bomb, wasn't it?
Yeah, also known as the nuke.
Nuclear bomb.
Well, how
Oh.
do you? Okay, what does the sun do for energy?
Us
then?
Americans call it the nuke.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it? This topic, because a lot of people are like, "Oh no, they're fake." There's not a doubt in my mind, and there's some of us out here that are like, "No, there's actually some
nuclear
proof."
fusion is what we need to learn how to do.
Yes, nuclear fusion. Well, we need to learn how to
Atoms
control
cause
it.
hydrogen atoms come apart. We need to figure out how to tear atoms apart, or nucleus or whatever. I don't know. It's very confusing. But if we figure out how to do that, endless supply of energy for the whole world, forever.
Because it just
when the energy released from like nuclear fusion is insane.
it
Nothing
is.
compares at all.
It's
Have you
absolutely
guys seen the
ridiculous.
video? Have you guys seen the video of this black orb taking energy from the sun?
Yes, I've seen that. I don't know if that's
That-
no, the problem is that a lot of stuff is fake. That's what like really
Yeah.
makes me mad is that people faked a lot of stuff. But like if we find an actual like genuine video that wasn't faked, it's
Like
insane.
actual hard proof, like actual like physical evidence. That'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh,
Not like a
yeah.
video. I'm talking like physical evidence that cannot be like conjured. You know.
I want to continue off of the African tribe that actually met aliens. Do you know what? So they described the aliens as just people shorter
Yeah,
than
I've seen
us.
it.
People shorter than
Yeah.
us, but look exactly like us.
Oh. I mean, if you think about it, that's literally what aliens are. Anything not from this planet is considered an alien.
Or
Like,
anything
if you
not from
find,
our
if
country
you
is
find,
considered an alien.
okay, yeah, if you really want to think about that, but
Well, it's
Okay.
true. Like that's the technical definition for them. They're people.
I mean, yes, but like even if we find like matter on the moon, and it's not, it's just not ours, it would be considered
Yeah, if we find another flag on the moon, I'm gonna go
alien.
nuts. Like if it's not like not anything from our planet, I'm gonna go nuts. I think I'll lose my mind. Do you think the thing that makes me the most fascinated about this though is that aliens have been like good people. Like from what I've heard, aliens are just good people. So like, hey, don't destroy this planet. Like it's pretty simple.
I don't know.
And our
I would
reaction.
hope. I would hope they're like that.
Yeah, because if they have the technology to wipe us out,
Oh,
they're just watching.
probably.
I feel like they're just watching.
They probably
Observing.
look at us like we're monkeys, like we're genuinely insane.
That would kind of make sense. Like, I mean, if you think about it, like if you were like a very, very advanced race, I feel like it'd be very interesting to see how another race would change and evolve over the time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And just not know that you're there.
Help.
Exactly.
Like they secretly help out. I don't know.
Yeah, like we don't
Like,
know. I mean, aliens could be everywhere. They could be signing with the government. We don't know.
There's
We
been
don't
like
know.
helicopters in Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Yeah, that's what I think is very interesting. Hieroglyphics and like the pyramids and all that, like and all those conspiracies, just crazy how they can build something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, the pyramid is insane. Like, it is a genuine,
real.
insane thing that they did because it took up so much stuff to make. Like, I'm just surprised that one group of people could do that. So they had to have had help from somewhere. They just had to have.
I mean, yeah, did they like scientifically research that they physically couldn't do that with the technology that they had, like move those rocks?
No,
Or
they
what?
could have. We were strong back then. We were a strong race back then.
Yeah, no, they did have the technology because they had like different versions of cranes. It's
Yeah, like the
obviously-
pulleys and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what they used, but they did have the manpower because everyone had to serve.
True. There
yeah.
was thousands of people.
Mhm. But they were just not that intelligent. But for their time, they had the technology to do it. It's just I don't know. Like
I mean, you got to think about it. Like building the pyramids, it wasn't like just like a week process or like a month process. It took years to build those pyramids.
yeah,
Like
but
years upon years.
another thing about that is what about the Egyptian gods? Could those have been the aliens from like the ancient times?
I mean, maybe
I mean,
like
they
they
literally- literally had a
they
sun
might have
god that they
been.
praised the sun. So
Yeah, why would they praise the
Yeah,
sun?
but we don't.
Yeah.
because it was like
I don't know, bro.
They thought the sun
Maybe
was
that's just what they
overboard.
believed in, or maybe just like I mean, but like you gotta think about it in their way. Like
Mhm.
this giant freaking ball of energy that gives you heat, that gives you like all this stuff, like turns night and day. Like they didn't know, you know,
Yeah.
huge powerful thing, like they might have just thought it was a god, their own beliefs. I don't know. I don't know, man. But I mean, what
Like-
were like their well, how do you say it? Hieroglyphics?
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
And we
So, like,
still don't 100%.
Were they? Yeah, but have you guys seen those like the hieroglyphic? Bro, I'm not even gonna. But have you seen them where it's like they've literally engraved like big animals and like
Mhm.
all these things? Like, why would they do that if they weren't real? You know? Like, why would they engrave a huge snake or like a huge freaking beast or like something like that if it wasn't real? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would be their motivation to just draw that? How would they come up with that? You know?
And-
Yeah.
So I mean, we really don't know.
So I
Is
was
bottom line.
I was thinking about this the other day. So Yeah, we're going off of basically conspiracy theory stuff, right? That's all that we're doing. So,
Right.
if we connect all the religions together, there's two things that are guaranteed to be connected through all of them. A big flood came through, and some buff dude defeated some crazy ass animals. Because in the Bible, it was Samson who's the buff dude. There's the Great Flood. In Roman and Greek, there was a Great Flood, and I believe his name was
Hercules.
And Hercules.
Greek? Hercules.
He was Zeus, Roman. Or I could be wrong.
Roman,
Don't
okay.
don't quote me on that. It was Hercules and Hercules. Those were the Roman and Greek. They've been connected, and there's people like them throughout all the religions, and it's insane. So they must have been real. Somebody big must have been real, and the giants were real. We've found proof of that.
Yeah,
So-
well, I mean, giants as in like just like a bigger race of, I guess, humans, you could say. But
What were you
Also,
saying?
what would we
Tyler?
call them humans? I don't know.
How oxygen rich the world was. Like the life expectancy of humans was like almost 500 years old.
It was in the Bible. The oldest person in the
Yeah,
Bible was
Bible.
937.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What a good life! Like holy cow.
I mean, what? Noah was like
And
950.
that's why animals were a lot bigger, and I'm guessing trees were a lot bigger. You ever thought like
Yeah.
what's it called? The devil's freaking. It's the giant freaking rock or mountain, whatever it is.
Hand of
Oh,
Oh,
God.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like where like this, like
Yeah,
quote unquote, like carvings or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't
Um,
think they could get that big, but I know
no,
what
like
you
I mean, like I think it was just a really large tree. Because the way
I
you think
mean,
about it, you know how bark
I don't know.
like can look on the side of a tree. It kind of reminds me of that. And um, tell me what kind of rocks grow in perfect hexagonal or
Well,
octagon
rocks don't really
structure.
grow like that, but I mean,
Yeah, and
I know
if
what
you
you
look at the
mean.
cells of a tree, it's just like that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that is huge. Like, that tree would have to been like thousands of feet tall, and I mean, even with the enriched oxygen, I just don't think anything could get that big.
Okay, so I know we're talking about random stuff, and this is really random. Can I talk about how like genuinely scary, angelic, like angels were from the actual Bible? Because they didn't look like regular people. Like they are different.
Yeah, how
Yes,
angels are
I mean-
perceived to our thoughts, and then to like how they perceived in the Bible, like it's actually terrifying.
Like, fucking, like, 10 wings circling her body, fucking 4 eyes, got like a weird lamb, lion, or whatever.
See
I
if
don't know,
this
there's
thing,
so many different types of angels.
see if this thing came down and told me, "Hey, your wife's pregnant with a baby, and his name's
Oh,
gonna be
I'd be-
Jesus,"
yeah,
you best
no.
believe I am listening to this man.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know. That's scary, bro. They are scary. If I
you
saw
think
that, I'd be
about-
terrified. I would be
You
terrified.
know, like the three the wise
I
men,
mean, that's
like where like
that's why
they
they're
were
meant to be
guided
like
by an
that.
angel. The angel literally said, "Do not be afraid of me. I shall guide you."
Yeah, he literally said,
Yeah, I
"Don't be
think-
scared."
That's weird.
But I mean, I mean, hey, bro, like, what else is that supposed to be though? Like, you know, if it's like, I mean, like, pardon me here, like an ugly, you know, like I wouldn't know what it is, but like a being that's meant to be scary, that's meant to be ugly, that's meant to like,
Well,
quote
like,
unquote, like push you away. You're not supposed to. They're not supposed to be freaking beautiful. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any point. But I don't know. I'd be
Well,
scared, but at the
so-
same time, I'd be like, "What's good, bro?"
so in the doesn't it say in the Bible that like humans or man was supposed to be like a beautiful representation of God?
Yeah, we're all.
We were created through His eyes. Yeah.
So like, what happened with the angels? Where like the angels like his first
Yeah, so
test?
actually, that's a really good thought. Were they his first test?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really.
But here's the question:
haven't really
why does Lucifer
studied
look
that.
normal? Like, why does Lucifer look like an everyday person?
I mean,
Well,
he got his wings taken away.
all an angel, yeah. So he's not really an angel anymore.
But he was. So wouldn't he still
I
look the
think-
same?
Why?
just more
Yeah,
being?
but no, but I think that's the whole point, though. He's supposed to look like us because obviously, like, he
Yeah.
wouldn't want people to be scared of him. You'd want people to come close. You know, Lucifer's supposed to be very beautiful and a very vibrant angel because he tempts people and leads people in like that. Like he's very like I mean, in the Bible it said like obviously he's a fallen angel, but he's
Well,
meant to be.
he
He's
was the
very
snake Adam
beautiful,
and
like a
Eve.
very beautiful angel, like that just tempts people. That's how he brings people in. That's why angels are very ugly and like you wouldn't think that they'd be like holy, and then you see Lucifer, who's very beautiful, draws people in because that's what he does.
I wouldn't call Lucifer beautiful because he was the snake in Adam and Eve, wasn't he?
Yes.
Well, he
He
changed
changed
forms.
into
So
a snake. He can change forms.
exactly, but
It's
to
confusing. Yeah,
trick people. So he's very deceiving, and that's
yeah,
what
that's
his
the
goal
point.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's like camouflage.
yeah, pretty much.
Man, it's really
But
weird.
I
Also,
don't know.
just
I mean,
just a
it's
quick
very
thought.
confusing.
You
Very
know when you
confusing.
have the Adam's apple
Yeah.
in
The
your
what? You mean
and
the
so
tree of the good and holy or whatever, and the tree of eternal
yeah,
life?
and
Or
so like I
good and
wonder
holy?
why
I don't know.
we are literally the part of our throat is called an Adam's apple, and didn't it say Eve only
I
took a
don't know,
bite, or
man.
was it
No,
Adam and
both of
Eve?
them took a bite, but Eve took the first bite and convinced Adam to take a bite.
Yeah, and then they were both banished from the Garden of Eden,
Eden.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo,
I
let's
wonder.
go, baby! And now we're here, stuck with sin. W.
Easy
Thank you,
dubs.
Adam. I mean, hey, thank you, Eve. Appreciate you.
See, this is
Yeah.
just proof that like women are deceiving. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
chill,
it
bro.
started off
Chill,
with Eve.
chill, bro. I mean,
anyways,
everyone has their own beliefs, but I mean, we're just gonna forget you said that.
yeah. I mean, I didn't
Move
say
on.
anything. I was joking. It was a joke. Don't take it so
Move
serious.
on. It was a joke, people. Before you get on in the comments saying, chill. Alright. Yeah, but religion and all that very
It's just
confusing.
personal opinion because of what's been happening lately.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, it's personal. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. All right. So here's the question: do you guys think dragons were ever real?
No.
No, not really. I mean, there may have been like a dinosaur prehistoric age where like there was something related to not necessarily a dragon or like looked like one like a pterodactyl or like some shit like that, but like a physical dragon, like big body, legs, arms, wings. I don't think so.
So why is it in
Like
most Asian cultures then? Like that's just something to think about. Why would it be in most Asian cultures?
that's a good question. Like why did they was it
Like,
like
Yeah.
Chinese New Year they like follow strictly with that dragon?
and how creative would you have to be to think lizard that can fly and breathe fire? Like how creative would you have to be?
True. And I mean, it didn't have any wings either. It was just, yeah, it was just like a snake lizard that could.
And then
It was
why
yeah.
in like most people think like why do most people think that in medieval times there were dragons? There wasn't, but was there?
That's true. I mean, but then, like, is that historical facts or is that something that we just like
Well,
made up,
we
like,
know
and we see in movies and stuff like that?
We know King Arthur was real, right?
Right.
He fought a dragon, and stories have been told that he fought dragons and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know.
But like, where's the evidence though?
There isn't.
You know?
They just have to go by
I
stories.
mean, like, that would be cool if they were real. Because I mean, like, I don't see a problem if they were real. But times. You know, if you really think about it, that wasn't like millions of years ago. That was more like thousands or hundreds of, or not, okay,
Not
no,
even.
thousands, like
It was like
multiple thousands.
1,200 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have had it
So, I
written down
mean,
somewhere.
you know,
Well, the Bible talks about like great
I
beasts
don't
and
know.
stuff.
Yeah, but it never said anything about dragons. Like, never clearly stated that. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, you know, dragon boom.
They never. Yeah, the Bible never really says anything about a
I mean,
dragon.
great beast could have just been, like a great lion. Some like.
In the last book of the Bible, it talks about Satan's great beast.
That's different though. That's different. Those are the beasts that are meant to like be released on the world when Judgment Day comes.
But we don't know anything about it. Like, it's so weird because like we genuinely don't know anything. Because the Bible just doesn't have enough
True.
detail. Like it has
True.
detail, but not enough.
Well, I mean,
The thing is,
if
okay.
it told the whole life story, there wouldn't be a point.
The problem with the Bible, and this is why I'm not religious, which this could vary with some people, but like the Bible was not translated properly
Anywhere. It's very.
anywhere. It was never translated properly.
But I mean, you gotta understand how hard it would be to translate it because wasn't it? It was. What was their? Wasn't it Latin, right? Their
No, it was.
Jerusalem, isn't that their main language, Latin?
Or
No, it was
Yeah, Jesus spoke Latin, didn't he?
no, it wasn't Latin. It was Hebrew, I think.
Yeah, Hebrew sounds
yeah,
right.
yeah. My bad, Hebrew, yeah. But you gotta understand, like that, like, cause none of this was English. They didn't speak English. Like none of this was even like a thing. Like this was all just in their Jerusalem and all that. But like all the people, like every person that like wrote to like what we call the Bible now was like from the words of God, right? Or they heard it from the words of God, and God, like, I don't know, it's very confusing. Don't quote me on any of this, but like, you know, like everything was meant like to be told from the eyes of God, right? Because they're all holy, they all like pretty much knew Jesus or whatever, and so like it'd be very, very hard for like the first English person to like translate that to English,
Yeah.
and like we don't know. There could have been stuff in the Bible that we just don't know that was there.
And a
That,
lot
that
of it's
someone
been
just someone
tampered
just
with.
decided not to. Yeah, and someone just decided not to put that in there. Like I mean,
Yeah.
we just don't know. Like I mean, unless there's like a physical, real, like original Bible, then like that's in like Hebrew or some shit. I don't know.
We know.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like that's just bottom line. Like, I haven't really thought about it that way, but there could be multiple things in the Bible we don't know about it. There could not be too, but I feel like we just we don't know. That's why you gotta believe.
Yeah.
What an interesting conversation it's been. That's all I'm gonna say. It's
Yeah,
been
I'm
really
not. Yeah,
good.
no, like really, like
hmm
um, religion really fascinates me. I find it very very interesting. Like in all the stories and like what all took place. I like to see people's views and why they believe, why they don't believe. I really think it's interesting. You know,
All right, so
just
talking about religion, I want to say this conspiracy theory I heard. So there's this conspiracy theory that a long time ago, someone created religion in order to create moral for his soldiers, for his people. He created moral because that's how you would
Wasn't
do
that
it.
like early
uh,
Mesopotamia or something?
I have no idea. I don't remember when it said it was, but all I know is that like it was created so then people would have a moral code. So that people were just running around killing everybody.
so a moral code as in like it would okay, so like obviously it wouldn't be like Christianity. It would just be like the laws that they put in place, like
But
hey, if you should act good because
it would be like
you'll
the Ten
eventually like
Commandments.
be judged or whatever. Okay, like you'll eventually be going to a higher power, and
And
if you're not good, then you're gonna go somewhere bad,
yeah,
basically.
that's what it's
That's
like.
what you're saying. Okay. I mean, who really knows, bruh? I personally probably wouldn't believe it, but you know, at the same time,
It makes sense.
there, I mean, it kind of makes sense, yeah, to just give a moral to your soldiers,
To your
I mean,
people,
to
so
give them
then
something to believe in, I don't know,
exactly,
you know,
it's just a
but
thought.
but then again, you got to go all the way, you got to go way farther back, way farther back. How did everything happen? How was the universe created? You know, science says you can't make nothing, you can't make something from nothing.
Yeah.
And the universe wasn't just here. Science said that there was a big bang. It went the
Yeah,
science or the universe isn't just eternal. So
it could
what
be.
made it?
We don't know.
What made it?
Don't know.
God to me, what I believe in is God was always here, right? He's eternal. He's before, he's after, he's everything.
Mhm.
And then he made the universe. Like in the Bible, it says, like, all God, like
See, there's
let
a
there he made it in 7 days and all that, like let there be light, and then
there's a
but
theory that God created the Big Bang because there wasn't really days back then, was there? Because how would he be
I
created
mean,
the Earth,
yeah, like
created light
essentially
within a day?
essentially wouldn't that be the Big Bang? Or like when he said, "Let there be light," boom, Big Bang.
Yeah, maybe
like,
he was like light,
he spoke into
bang.
existence. Exactly.
Maybe he took it really
what I'm saying.
seriously. Maybe he's a very serious person. He took it extremely
Well,
seriously.
bro, you gotta understand. He made the whole universe, everything, but like everything. Like, and you gotta understand how big that is. Huge power
Bro.
we can't even comprehend.
I really
So, I mean,
hope
yeah, it's
within our
pretty dang good.
lifetime we figure out how to do like light time travel, like just that kind of stuff.
Dude, I would love to die on a spaceship, just like traveling the universe, bro. That'd be so cool.
I'd be happy. I'd be at peace. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
just,
find
like,
a
seeing,
world
like,
with an actual dragon.
Cosmos.
Yeah, infinite universe. There has to be a dragon in some part of it.
True. It is an infinite universe. It's literally expanding as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
Which never really
Yeah,
makes
because
sense
there's
to me.
always suns being made. There's always
Yeah, I don't know,
like
it's
something being made.
so confusing.
Because
Like,
everything
like
has
planet.
an end. Everything has an end no matter what. I get it, universe, big, yada yada yada. Everything has an end. But everything
True.
also has a start.
How big is it?
Uncomprehendable.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know how big it is. There's no physical way. We don't have the technology that we just can't. We just don't know. It's the bottom line. Like, we just don't know how big it is. Always we know that it's freaking huge. Like, our universe, we'll never be able to explore our whole universe. Now you got to think billions of other ones that are around us.
Yeah.
That is not can't even comprehend how big it is. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the center of our universe is a giant black hole. So
Yeah, we
You
can't
know.
really say a whole lot.
yeah,
Which is, black holes by themselves are so cool. Like, yeah, they're scary, but that's actually, like, insanely cool that something can just suck something in and we don't know what it does to it.
Well, isn't it
Yeah.
pretty much a wormhole?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
just
literally all it is.
I mean,
It bends.
we don't know, though.
It bends space and
know.
reality. We know that for sure. Because Interstellar,
Yeah,
like,
it bent. It's crazy.
like
Yeah, I mean,
Interstellar
Interstellar could've been
actually.
right. We don't know. We
Inter-
don't know.
it-
That could be what it is.
Interstellar had an accurate representation of a black hole. I know it seems weird. Obviously, there was some Hollywood magic, but people gave them all the math on a black hole, and they just typed it
Right.
into a computer, and that's what came up.
But like at the same time, only problem with the movie is that like scientifically, anything you like get close to a black hole, you're getting ripped apart. Your atoms are getting torn apart. You're literally going to nothing.
Well, we don't know that.
That's how
We don't know that we're going
I
into
mean-
nothing. It could be taking us somewhere.
we could be going into nothing, but it literally rips your atoms apart. Like it literally, like instantly gone. But like how did
But once again, we don't know that.
I know, but like, that's our best example of it anyway. Like we don't know.
We don't know anything.
I know. I'd honestly be down to go into a black hole. If
I
I'm
would
gonna
be
honest
too.
with you.
If it
I
wasn't,
would be the team that goes in that bitch.
yeah, I'd be like, send it. Why not? What's going to
I don't
happen?
care.
The only thing is, like,
Science.
if you do end up coming out the other side and being like, okay, well, how
Yeah,
do I get back?
Lost all communication. We're
Lost
GG, but like
everything.
we
and
would
you're
still be
somewhere
there.
random in the
This is-
fucking galaxy.
This is where aliens would come in because they would know exactly what to do in this situation.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Yo, what's good? Y'all made it finally. How long
Yeah.
did it take you to get through that from a gun?
For-
Like, how long did it take you to see that was a portal? Jeez, you guys are dumb."
Yeah, goddamn, y'all dumber than bugs or rocks.
And we're just all sitting there like, "Wow."
Just wait. This
Yeah,
is,
that's,
just we thought it was
that's
gonna
where like actual heaven is.
just a black hole.
Yeah, that's how you get in.
That's
the real
God's
gateway to
version of
heaven.
like hell. It's just a black hole. Oh, I lost this battle. Yeah, the universe is weird, man. It's a weird place.
It's crazy. There's so many things that you could just talk about for hours. It is just crazy, bro.
Yeah, just think about that. Like, if the world is actually infinite, or the universe is actually infinite, that means that we can like anything we can think of exists somehow, some way.
But just think about that, like infinite. Like you can't physically impossible to comprehend infinite. Obviously, like it's just never ends. It just keeps going. Like
But
we're in
that
a
means
Minecraft world, yo. But hold on, if you're in an infinite Minecraft world, how does the sun? How are their days? You know?
we actually it's not infinite. It's like 3 million blocks from center.
You know, but I mean, if you think about that, if a Minecraft world is infinite, you're in an infinite world. How are their days? How are
Because
their
it's
days,
because it's 3 million blocks wide.
Jane? God damn it, Jane. You ruined my dreams.
It's not infinite, Jake. Sorry to break it to you.
But that's crazy, yeah. But like, yeah, like Jane said, if the world or if the galaxy is infinite, everything ever that you could ever think about in your whole mind
Has
is a
to
thing.
exist
There's a
somewhere.
tooth.
It's a
That
thing.
means there's a toothless out there, guys. Guys, there's a toothless out there. I have to go find him.
There's a planet full of shorties. That's
I mean,
There's a planet full of.
I don't know.
Oh my god, there's a planet full of Cardi B's out there. Oh my god.
they might not
Dude,
look
that
like
is-
shorties, but like,
I
hey,
don't know, bro.
There's a
That's just
planet
crazy.
full of Cardi B's out there. I know what I have to
if you,
find.
like, just like, bro, we're breaking out of the freaking Matrix, bro. Like they didn't want us to know this.
Yeah,
Man.
aliens about to drop down on our house and be like, "Hey, calm down." That's just Cardi B drops down. Hey, calm down, my guy.
They're gonna be like, hey, bro, calm
They
down.
should-
Y'all crack the code. Y'all need to calm down.
Calm the fuck down. You
Just
calm
imagine
down.
that, though. We like aliens come down and one just comes to my door.
Just
He's
Ayo,
like, hey, bro, my name's Jeff. Hey, bro, listen, you need to chill on this podcast, bro. No
Yo,
one needs
bro.
to know. Dabs me up, leaves.
Yeah, bro, don't post that. Dabs me up, leaves.
Bro, you know, I don't even know what I would do, bro.
I just
We
sit
just all
there.
come to school. We all look at each other, and we all know the same exact thing happened to us. And we just,
All of a sudden, like the FBI like comes to our school. Hey, we need to talk to these three
oh
kids.
yeah, that's GG. They're gonna kill us. They don't want to know.
Just hey, I didn't
that'd be
see
the
anything.
biggest flex though. Like the FBI showing up to your school.
You guys realize that though, I feel like the FBI actually does that. If they don't want the world to know something, they will kill somebody. Like if a person knows too much,
Yeah.
that's
Well, there's
GG.
been a bunch of cases like that. Like people just go
Yeah.
missing if if they start
Exactly.
exposing shit. They just go
Uh-huh.
missing.
Yeah, there have been multiple like alien reports
hmm
of like people apparently seeing them, never to be seen again, gone. Where'd they go?
That's about to be us after this podcast.
I mean, we don't know anything, but like, you know,
Watch
at the
us be
same
right
time-
about one thing. We're right about one thing. The FBI is here next day.
at the same time, we know everything, you know?
Yeah, FBI, I know your secrets. Please don't come kill me. 'Cause I'm still a virgin. Please don't come get me yet. They just like hire a prostitute. they show full remorse. Like, oh man, I get it.
They grant you your last wish. You're just like crying.
Lana
Yeah.
Rose walks through the door.
Oh my god.
Bro, you know you're done when you see Lana Rose pull up at the school with the FBI behind her. We're just all like, oh,
Just
shoot,
what
bro.
me? Just me. Well, at least I'm getting my last wish.
We're just like, oh, shoot, man.
Just how'd you get Lana Rhodes here? Ah, she's a clone. Me, even better. You got that limited edition cooch then. Stop being completely
Hey,
abused.
man. Low key, bruh. I'd be fine going out that way.
I mean, women aren't
I
objects,
mean-
but Lana Rhodes is almost there. She's got so much plastic in her.
This like is she that plastic?
R.I.P.
Oh,
her,
God,
R.I.P.
yeah.
her kid, though.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
oh,
We just talked
100%.
about that for a minute.
Bro, the
R.I.P. her
baby,
kid.
the baby,
GG's.
the baby
Oh.
is going to
Ah.
come flying out.
Dude, I'm not even talking about that, bro. Just like one day, you know, he's starting to explore. Types in #1 P-star. And what's he gonna see? What's
He's
he
gonna be
see,
young, and he's gonna like go for the
He's
first
gonna see
thing.
his goddamn mother-loving mom.
Yeah,
on
number
there.
one P star in the world. His mom comes up. Him, mom, what is this?
Oh no, dude! Imagine trying to explain that. You can't take that down.
No, you
That's there
can't.
forever.
And she made millions off of it too.
Oh yeah, she's 100% rich.
Oh, she made like
dang.
I'm not gonna look up her net worth because other stuff will come up, but I know that she owns 12 houses, 13 Land Rover SUVs, a Lamborghini
She's a
Huracan.
Huracan. Yeah.
Like she makes Bang. She makes more than Logan Paul does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Everything. I'm very confused.
Talking about everything. We're talking about the whole, bro. We're literally going freaking. What's that called? The Big Bang
I'm
Theory up in here.
watching religious
To Lana
TikToks, so
Rhodes?
I didn't hear anything. Oh,
Oh yeah,
We went from
Cam's
like
somehow Cam's on
Yeah, we went
religious
from-
TikTok and he's not even religious. I'm just as confused as you
Yeah.
guys are.
I'm just gonna say this now. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like, I follow a lot of like religious TikToks.
I don't.
and,
I follow like two.
I kind of regret it because at the same, like, every time I scroll through my For You page, I see them, and then I feel bad if I skip them. So then I eventually share them to Cam or like you or post them on my
Yeah.
TikTok or something.
Like my problem
But-
about it is a lot of it's really cringy to me. Like a lot of Christianity is just
And
cringe
I
to
feel
me.
like I feel like half the time they're just like using it for like views or like, hey,
yeah.
Yeah.
share,
that's
copy
why I
link,
don't
bud.
feel
You
yeah,
know,
I just
and-
skipped
and
it. That's
Jesus-
it. I don't care.
because
Dude,
they
some
use
of them are like,
views.
yeah, some of them are like, copy, share, link, bro, and then just will come down tomorrow. I'm like, bro,
Bro,
Yeah,
I don't
no,
want
bro.
Jesus to come down. Like it's not time yet. I haven't done all my sins yet.
oh,
I
no,
don't-
bro, I'm
I
scared
don't-
if you like, it's GG.
I don't have enough sins for him to have to save. Like if I don't sin, Jesus died
I
on the
am
cross for nothing.
fucked.
That's lying, you're chilling.
I have too many.
I mean, you're atheist, so you're not chilling, but you know,
Yeah, you're gonna die, my
I-
guy. Sorry.
I don't even know what my sins are anymore.
I have a lot. I don't
a
know. Like
whole lot of everything, Cam. A whole lot of everything.
Yeah, Cam. A lot of the stuff you said would be considered
Everything you do in a day is everything. It's just a sin. Everything.
Yeah, that's another thing I didn't like. Is that I was like, hey, you basically do anything, you're going straight down. And I didn't like that much because I don't think that's very
Yeah,
realistic.
See, it's like that, and as well as it's very hard. It's a very like in the Bible it says it's a narrow road of righteousness.
Because
Mhm.
God,
Like,
the Bible constantly talks about the
very-
fact that God wants to love us, that God wants us to go to heaven. So in theory, He'd give us the option, like, hey, you go to heaven if you just
Yeah.
do
No,
something.
yeah, we get an option. Like we get it. Like it seems easy. It's just like, hey, follow God, go to heaven. But it's not that simple.
And the Bible
Not at all.
specifically says, as long as you believe in God in the size of a, what's it called, mustard seed, you'll go to heaven. Mustard seeds are
I
tiny.
mean, yeah, like you believe God in your heart, in your mind, and you accept the Holy Spirit. But you know,
Doesn't take a whole
it's
lot.
not that simple. It's not that simple, bro. And that's what makes it hard. That's what makes it hard for me anyway. Because I don't know.
Just wish.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Very hard. Very hard. You know. But you know, you do what you do, and at the end of the day, you know what's right.
There's a world out there full of toothlesses, and I will find it.
Man, I don't think you're gonna find it, man. But I
Watch
I
me like
support
be
you.
the one dude who actually finds it, and I'm just the happiest person on earth.
Yeah. Hey, man, one day you go missing. Take me with you.
But tomorrow, just like
I want to find Toothless, bro.
just tomorrow, all four of us disappear. What did they do? They made a podcast.
I just want Lana Rhodes. That's the only. That's
Oh,
it.
bro, you are gross, bro. You want that dried up ramen noodle?
Dried up my ass.
Molly, like it's just not even, bro. She's had so many different,
But that means that she knows
very
what she's.
large items.
But she knows what
Yeah,
she's doing, though.
with like I don't really want to talk about this in depth, but like not below the body, if you know what I'm saying, like upper body, 100% you're chilling. Lower body, not chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Alright. Yeah. Madison Beer.
That's about okay.
Okay, we're
Now
done.
we're talking.
We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Yeah, we should stop that.
How's this school year been for you guys so far? I know this is random. How's the school year been so far?
Mine's been on.
Kind of shitty.
Interesting.
Camps,
I don't know.
ours started
School year is kind of
horrible,
a school year,
but
you
it's
know?
ended up like really good, at least for you.
Yeah, mine's okay.
Mine's been pretty shitty.
But now I gotta explain something to her. So
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, we can't talk
Let's
about
just
Okay,
that.
not. Let's just
yeah.
not. Let's just not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're not gonna
nope.
go there. Bro, I've been so worried that my favorite teacher's gonna quit. Like,
Can you? I don't know if you say it or not, but like, what subject?
just hell.
Oh,
Because she
okay,
has
okay.
been having a horrible first couple of weeks. I mean, terrible. And I'm just worried she's gonna quit. 'Cause she's my therapist, and I don't want her to go.